Hey guys, Justin here from Simplified Investing. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. As you can tell from the title of this video, this will be our weekly watch list, and we'll be also doing an in-depth market breakdown as well as going into the SPY and the NQ index. With that being said, the 5 plays this week, the first one being Nvidia, second one being Docu, third one being Crowd, fourth one being AMC, and then the fifth one being Shop. Hope you guys all have a green and profitable week, and as always, if you are interested in our team, feel free to check out simplified-investing.com today. Have a great week. Enjoy. So, getting things started, for those of you who have watched our previous videos, the first thing we like to do is go in depth within a market breakdown and then go into our 5 plays. Typically what you see is a lot of strength and a lot of following plays that follow through with the market, which is why it is so key to follow the market, as well as going into different markets. Don't just look at the S&P 500, also look at the other broad range indexes such as the /NQ, the NASDAQ, and then also the Dow Jones. With that being said, on Friday, we did get a lot of weakness here across the boards. If we do go down to the Dow Jones, obviously being very weak, you can see we have these continued lower lows with heavy selling pressure. Looking very weak here on value. It's a lot of sector rotation out of value, which we have seen within the past few months, going back into that growth sector again. Obviously, we had a weaker day here on the NASDAQ, but we did actually hit all-time highs here on Thursday, where we had a lot of volume, strength, and a very strong bullish day. Where you go to the flip side here again, on the Dow Jones futures, looking very, very weak here. A lot of, again, sector rotation. You're seeing things move from value to high growth, high beta stocks. So that is something to know. Again, if we do go into /ES, which is going to be SPY futures, a big bearish engulfing candle here with strong volume, selling pressure here. I do think we do have that strong support level below on /ES at that 4,000 support region. That will be a level to watch, but /ES, the S&P index futures, looking very weak here following that sell-off that we did see on Friday. But again, the strength remaining here within the NASDAQ as we have saw the past couple days. So let's see if we can continue that strength here on the NASDAQ. Again, if we look at the Dow Jones and then the S&P 500, down almost 1.75%, which we go into the NASDAQ. You can see we do have some relative strength on here, only down about 1%. At all-time highs here, let's watch this 14,200 rejection zone here in the coming week for higher highs here and continued rotation into the growth sector. With that being said, the first play of this week is going to be Nvidia, one that we've had great success with here recently, one that has volume. We are getting this higher high trend reversal off of this move that we saw here on 617 and then obviously here on 618. The key here on this one will be a 775 breakout. We did trade this one twice intraday here on Friday. We did see a heavy selling wall here on the level 2 on the ask side at that 775 region. Again, was at all-time highs. Anytime you are at all-time highs, you do have to resort to intraday levels here. But that 775 resistance, very strong here on Nvidia. Would like to see that breakout here for a continued run up here with a very good potential to see 800 on this. Again, this is one that we can see that has strength relative to the indexes, simply from that rotation back into the growth sector, which Nvidia is a part of. We are getting that volume to come back in here. The key on this one will be a breakout over 775 for a continued run up here to that 800 region here in the coming week for Nvidia. Again, looking strong, checks the trend, checks the check mark for the trend, also has strong volume. Now we just wait for confirmation to play this one again here. Second one, going to be another high growth beta stock, one that's moving very strong here on Friday. Again, anytime you have a market relative weakness on the day, down 1%, and you see something moving up over 5%, obviously some strength here within this particular ticker. What do you do from that? You wait for confirmation of breakouts. You also wait for that volume to come in. So here off of earnings back on 6/4, we did get volume here on Docusign. Continued higher highs here. I want to see this one over this 280 region here. Again, if we go back all the way here from this earnings run up here on 9/1, a rejection point at this region, but we do need to have a better move here over this 280 region and also right here at that 280 and then also 290, 23 resistance zone above. I do like this one. First, I want to see if we can get volume, however, over this 280 region for a continued run up to all-time highs here. Again, making higher highs with strength. Now we have to watch and see if the strength can carry over here into Monday for a continued higher high upside move here on Docu. Key being over this 280 region here with a target above that at that 290.23 all-time high region here that has potential to hit that $300 region here. One thing that will help this is if we do get continued rotation into the NASDAQ, into the growth, we can expect a further higher high run here on Docusign, looking very strong here on the daily chart. Third one that we actually had last week, I hope you guys were all able to take advantage of. Crowdstrike Holdings, great move off of this 220 breakout here, running all the way up to 244 off of the past watch list that we had put out. Looking very strong here. I want to see if we can get a breakout over this all-time high here at 251.28. Again, when we are pushing close to all-time highs here, you do have to resort to those levels, those previous known resistance and support levels. And when you do get very close to all-time highs, those levels do diminish, so you have to resort to intraday levels here. However, we do have a key resistance above at 251.28. I will be watching Crowdstrike for a breakout over that with volume confirming the breakout. Again, volume not the strongest on this, but a great trend mover here, very strong relative to the indices, and a continued sector rotation into the NASDAQ should propel this one further, and a breakout over 251.28 with a potential to see 260 on this within the coming week. Again, looking very strong here on it. I want to watch for a continuation within the coming week. Trend is there. Volume will confirm this breakout here, and a strength play to the upside. The fourth one, obviously a Wall Street Bets play. We're getting very narrow here on AMC. What I really want to see is if we can get a 64 breakout here. We're forming a big consolidation base here, similar to what we saw down here in the beginning of the year. We get this heavy consolidation here. We're really seeing a lot of sellers in that 64 to 65 region here. If we do get a breakout here, I do think we can expect some volatility and push back up to all-time highs here. But we do need volume to confirm and bids and buying pressure to confirm that breakout over that 64 to 65 region, as we have seen a huge sell wall here. Again, we got rejection here on 615, rejection here on 617, and then heavy selling pressure at that high on 618 here. So again, also going back to 6.3, you can see we push up to 68 here. Sellers took us all the way down and closed here around $50. So a lot of selling pressure in that 64 to 65 region. If we do get a breakout here within the coming week, you can expect some of that volatility and buying pressure, as a lot of pending orders in the queue are waiting for that breakout here, as it is such a strong resistance region. We'll be watching this for a breakout over 65 for a upside run here to all-time highs on AMC. The last one, going to be another one with the NASDAQ. Obviously, if we have seen strength in the NASDAQ, you want to follow that strength, and that is where Shopify comes in. Going to be another secular growth sector or a growth stock play. Very strong here recently. We're getting this higher high run here for 7 days in a row off of this 1200 support level. The key here, I want to see this over 1500, all-time highs 1499.75. So we want to see a breakout here in continuation. The trend is looking very strong here. We're getting some volume coming back in, trading about 2 times the normal volume here on Shopify. Now we just wait for a continuation breakout here over that 1499 region here. Again, you can see the bid and ask here up to that 1470 region here after hours. Now let's wait for that 1499.75 region here for a breakout and continuation to the upside. If we do look at a gap support region below here, expecting 1341 gap support region back here from 217 and 222 to be a support level below to watch if we do get a pullback here. But looking very strong on Shopify, again, waiting for that 1500 breakout and higher highs with volume to confirm this breakout here. Again, this will all go back into, if we can see this continued rotation out of value stocks and back into things like growth stocks, high beta names, things with high growth. That's the key that will be within the coming week. We are seeing a lot of strength and rotation into it, but let's see if we can get a continuation into this week. That being said, this wraps up the watch list video for the week. If you did enjoy it, if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. And if you haven't already, if you want to check out our team at SimplifiedInvesting.com, we'd love to have you guys on board. A few things you get are going to be our daily alerts, our course, access to myself for help, and a group of over 1,550 like-minded individuals to help you out as well. That being said, I hope you guys have a great week and a great weekend, and happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there. Thank you.